How is it going, everyone? My name is Masih, and welcome to the 14th episode of our Demon Souls Remake walkthrough. In the previous episode, we managed to clear out Latria in terms of the bosses and the pure white world tendency stuff, and now it's time for a bunch of things that we have to do in terms of pure black. So, what we're going to do is come to the upper Latria Archstone, and you want to put the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes item that we've been looting so far on your bar. What you want to do is a bit weird, but we want to get this place to pure black, and to get it to pure black, we have to, as you remember in the first episode, I mentioned that we have to die in body form. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to yeet ourselves off of this cliff, boom, and yeah, we're going to have to do this about 7 times. So once you do this 7 times, you are pretty much good to go on, and you will have the zone as pure black. So yeah, I'm going to do that 7 more times or 6 more times, and since I don't want to take the time of this video and waste it, I will cut the video here, and I will see you guys when I eventually do the suicide runs. Also, be sure to pick up your souls if you have souls whenever you die. Don't make the mistake that I made on my first playthrough. Anyway, see you guys in a second. And there we go. We are on pure black. So one thing that I do have to mention about getting yourself to pure black and checking the progress is that if the game will not show you your progress, and it will not change until you warp into the zone or outside the zone once. So if you want to check, just teleport in place, so just warp to upper Latria again for it to reset, and you will see your status. But, so this is going to be a little bit hard to explain, but I have to explain one more stupid thing about this game, and then go with what I want to do in this zone. So, if you obviously don't know, a character tendency is also a very important thing, and it's needed for your platinum trophy because we have 2 rings tied to it. And to do that, we have to get it to pure white and then get it to pure black. So obviously I mentioned that in the first episode I mentioned that getting it to pure white is going to be a bit difficult, because you have to do either you have to kill bosses, or you have to vanquish you have to vanquish black phantoms and do a couple more stuff. So since this guide is trying to be as inclusive as possible, and getting co-op is kind of a difficult thing to do because a lot of people might not need help or might not want help, we're going to go through the game as if we were playing offline and do stuff that way. So how do we achieve pure white character tendency? The way for it is that to get every zone to pure black tendency, and once the zone goes to pure black tendency, what's going to happen is that 2 certain things are going to spawn in a zone. One thing is going to be a Primeval Demon, which is a certain demon that you can one-shot, and you can only kill it once, and it will drop a colorless demon soul, which also changes the tendency of your character and your world. And a certain named black phantom. So not just random black phantoms that are skeletons that just spawn, no. A named black phantom. And for those guys, one thing I have to mention is that they're pretty tough, not the Primeval Demon ones, the Black Phantom ones. But the good thing is, if you vanquish those phantoms, not only your tendency will change, your world tendency will change, but it will also, your character tendency will change, which is pretty important. Actually, I'm pretty sure the Primeval Demon is the reason you change, the reason your world tendency changes, not the Black Phantom. So the Black Phantom is mostly focused on the character tendency, obviously. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go through every single zone, not in this video, but in every zone we're going to go through and kill the black phantoms and the primeval demons, not only to get colorless demon souls, but to get our character tendency to pure white. And then once we have done that, we are ready for ourselves to get the ring, you know. So one more thing I do have to mention, these black phantoms are pretty tough, so you want to bring something to help you with them, and those are soul remains. Be sure to have soul remains with you, because you can throw them at the ground and they will just chase it, and they will let you hit them as much as possible. That's one thing. The other thing is that as long as you even if you kill the primeval demon and then you die, your world tendency will still not shift. The only way for it to shift is to either if you warp or reset the game. You don't want to do any of that. So even if you die and you've already killed the primeval demon, you don't panic. You don't have to go kill yourself multiple times again to shift the world tendency to pure black. All you have to do is just to not warp and don't panic. So remember that. So what we're gonna do is try our best to go through the Black Phantom and the Primeval Demon and the loot that we need in one go. And in that one go, we're gonna try our best not to die or not warp. So the explanation is a little bit hard, but don't worry, if you just pay attention to what I'm saying, it's gonna be pretty easy. So keep that in mind. Do not warp. Even if you kill the Primeval Demon, don't panic. It will not. The warp tendency will not shift until you do a warp. Even if it's a warp in the same zone. That's why we have to go through the zone on one go. Because if you use teleportation to go to the next part of the zone, your warp tendency will change and you have to kill yourself again. You don't want to do that. There we go. It's a bit hard to explain. This game has a lot of stupid mechanics, but the good thing is the tendency will not shift until you warp. So imagine if it shifted if you actually warped, or sorry, if you actually died. Like, no, you died. Your tendency is gonna have to change. So you're pretty lucky if they added this mechanic to the. I believe it's only in the remake that is like this. I'm not entirely sure. But if you remember, Pure Black also increases the drop chance of certain things for you. So if you want to farm anything from this area, be sure to come over here and farm everything. For now, we're gonna go all the way to where we saved the Lord Rydell NPC, the blue phantom guy the white phantom guy who was screaming, "Help me, help me!" That guy, we need to get out of the way, pretty much get out of our way, because he is a black phantom now. Now that we have gotten the tendency of the world to pure black. Keep that in mind. And be very careful with what you're doing here, because the enemies will hit so hard right now. Enemies will demolish your health bar if they want to. There we go. There's the stupid damage. I didn't want to take damage from him, but what we're gonna do is throw a soul remain at the ground, and he's going to run at it. What? Oh wow. Okay. I thought the soul remains they would attract him, but they didn't. So yeah, this guy is just a bit difficult to deal with. I'm pretty bad at fighting him. I am sorry that you had to watch that, but the soul remains will help. I'm going to fight him normally though, because the only reason I died there is because I thought throwing the soul remains would let me get a firestorm off, but it didn't. So yeah, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm gonna get to it, and yeah, we're gonna continue from that point. So. Okay, so we are back. We're gonna get this dude out of the way and deal with the main threat of this area, which is that guy for us. Be very careful with what you do with him. He does have a ton of... he might get hyper armor on your ass, so... But if you pull off the classic, hey, I'm going to keep... Oh, excuse me? What? I don't remember switching to my bow. What? Okay. Anyway, we're just going to do exactly this. We're going to hit him a couple of times and then back off again. As long as you zone him like that, he will not be a threat for you. So 4 attacks, or 3 attacks rather, get out. 4 attacks, get out. 4 attacks, 3 attacks, get out. That's your main combo here. To see the NPC itself is kind of stupid and it will roll back, so that's pretty good. If you want to regen your mana and waste the time, in the meantime, be sure to use a spell. I also, if you notice, I did use a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to get my body back, just to have more health when fighting this guy. So he's pretty annoying, but with him out of the way, we get some character tendency, brownies, and we're gonna go pick up our soul as well. He does drop the phosphorescent pole, which is a decent weapon if you want to use it. I believe it's a mage weapon, so we can check it out at the moment. Actually, you don't have to, Google or anything. Yeah, it has some magic scaling. It's pretty decent, so yeah. Now we're gonna go to the next area of Latria, and in that next area, we're going to kill a Primeval Demon and pick up probably, I would say, the most important ring in the game for me. So keep that in mind. For now, you're gonna go through one of these warden doors, I guess that's what I'll call them, and you want to keep running and running and running. It's like, oh god, oh no. So I forgot that there will be a black. Oh no. Oh no. How long? Okay, I didn't lose that much health. It's not too bad. But thank God I actually used the stone to get my body back, because if it wasn't for that, I was dead as hell. Let's see if I can cheese these kids around the wall. I cheesed them kids around the wall pretty good. The good thing is, even though it's on pure black, these guys are still a rather one shot with my falchion, so it's pretty good, pretty good. But for now, what we're gonna do is run back to the behind, obviously the behind of the, you know, that thing, the arrow thing. So we're just gonna roll through his attacks. These black phantom versions of basic enemies are meant to pretty much like mess you up. Like they're specifically tankier to do more damage. It's weird that when the game becomes harder when you are struggling, because obviously if you're struggling, you're going to constantly use the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to have full health, but you're not doing so well, so you'll just die. It is a bit unfortunate, but the game just does become harder if you are struggling. So it's pretty funny. Kind of funny, not really. Anyway, we're going to get to the place where the gargoyles teleport us. And there we go. I'm gonna go to Upper Latria. Once we have arrived here, you want to keep pushing and go to the place with all the disgusting, gooey, blood centipede demon monsters, everything. So you want to go to the disgusting place in Latria, so at the very bottom. So you want to make your way to the elevators that we freed Yurt from and killed him. So it's gonna be a while. I might genuinely cut this part of the video because it's simply like this run back has taken the time of so many of my videos. I think 3 times by now. So I might genuinely do it, but at the same time I might not, because you know, might as well keep it. Yeah, it's pretty. Actually, it's not that far. Might as well keep it. You know, in the meantime, I can ask you how your day is, or how you're doing, how are you finding the game, or what is the most, you know, basic questions that YouTubers ask in order to get people to comment. No, joking aside, I really am interested, because I know that there are not a lot of people, there are not a lot of people watching this video, so it will be nice to know the people who are actually watching my videos and putting time into my YouTube channel. So, what are you most looking forward to in terms of Elden Ring? You know, what are, myself, honestly, I am more interested about the exploration. Honestly, the exploration looks insane because of the because of the verticality the jumping adds to the game. I feel like there's gonna be so much shit you can explore, and it's pretty cool. The more exploration we have, the more I enjoy the game. I'm that kind of a player. So, yeah. Whoa, that jump scared the. Oh, please let me in. Please let me in. Thank you. That jump scared the. I'm gonna say it. That jump scared the shit out of me. Holy shit! What? Ooh, my body. I did not expect that guy to suddenly just be like, "What's up?" Damn, that was scary. Anyway, we're going to go over here, go into one of these cages, and get down. In the meantime, I'm gonna do an emote. Let's see how it is. No. I'm dying. No, I did decide to, I wanted to make a video originally of me doing character tendency stuff in co-op. Like, I wanted to show you co-op bosses that I did, but I left my summon sign out for about 30 to 45 minutes around multiple bosses like Flame Lurker, which would be harder for people to beat. And oh my god, it took like a million years. I didn't even get a single summon. So, it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. People don't really like co-oping in this game. Although I do have to mention one thing: if you're not interested in doing all of this, be sure to check out the Reddit r/summon sign. That place is pretty much a co-op haven for people who want to co-op if you need help or something like that. So keep that in mind. For now, though, we're going to come over here, pick up the Sodden Ring. So the main reason, I don't even care about the character tendency stuff. The main reason for me coming here and committing suicide that many times and actually breaking my death streak, because I actually didn't die in the second playthrough that I made, is because this Sodden Ring is actually a very important ring that's gonna come into play in the next zone, which is the Valley of Defilement. The reason for that is that just like Blighttown or Fahrenkeep, that zone has a poison swamp, so you already know that walking through poison swamps is hard, but the difference that this zone has from those zones is that this one if you dare to roll inside that zone, it will lock you into a certain animation that makes you unable to move for about 3 seconds. And with how hard hitting the enemies are in that area, I don't think you want to be locked in that animation. So yeah, that's exactly why we're doing this, because we want the that guy is coming for me, so I'm going to kill him. We want to, you know, move freely, be able to dodge enemies and stuff like that. For now though, we're gonna go kill the last thing that we have to kill in this area, which will be the Primeval Demon. And the Primeval Demon will drop a colorless demon soul. Each of them will drop 1 each time you kill him. It will also shift the tendency to neutral. And these colorless demon souls are used to upgrade boss weapons. So every time I say the word boss weapons, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the previous video, but it just reminds you of the boss weapons from Happy Souls. Anyway, these guys are pretty harmless. One-shot them. And with that out of the way, we are done. So yeah, there we go. That's the entirety of the Pure Black tendency events in this Tower of Latria. For now though, we're going to go back to the Nexus using an Archstone shard. We're gonna go level, and I think I have to end this video rather prematurely, even though I would prefer my videos to be at least 20 minutes. I will have to end this earlier because this video just, you know, it has a better structure if I don't add the first part of Valley of Defilement. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to also replace my Crescent Moongrasses, touch the demon inside her. We can get 2 levels out of this, which both are gonna go to Vital. Actually, you know what? No, one is going to Endurance because I need more stamina. Come over here and repair your weapon. Sorry, repair your stuff in general. And the good thing is we're not gonna be needing the bow for now. I will have to theorize a couple of things, but I will explain it when we get there. For now, I'm going to talk to Stockpile Thomas, our boy here, and give him some stuff that we're not gonna use. So, Phosphorescent Pole, the Parrying Dagger, we don't need these for now. The bow I'm gonna keep anyway. The gold mask I'm also gonna keep, but the rest can go to the bank. Black boots, whatever. And there it is. So that's it. I believe that's a good idea. It's a good idea to end the video here. So I'm going to end the video here, and I'll have to explain a couple of things as well. But I think I will have to explain that regarding trophies and getting all the miracles and getting all the sorceries. But I think I'll do that at the very last episode, since that's what people do last. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video so far, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, and don't you dare go hollow, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.